Hello everyone. Welcome back to Sam's Drawing Radio. Hope you're all doing well today. As always, we're just going to be drawing and chatting and listening to some music together. So if you brought a tablet or a sketchbook with you, feel free to draw along. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. You may have noticed the screen is vertical today. That's because I've got my tablet standing up very vertically because I've realized that drawing it horizontally is not very helpful when I'm doing a sort of TikTok dimension video, because when I'm looking at it horizontally, the drawing space for me is actually very small. So I decided I'd do it like this. I hope it's not too disconcerting or anything like that. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So today I'm going to be animating size like that. I think it's I mean, it's not the best song or the best dance I have ever seen, but I don't know, there's something about it. It's got a lot of energy, it's fun, I like it, and I thought I'd challenge myself a bit by animating the entire dance. Now, I don't know if I'll ever be able to finish this, who knows, maybe it'll be like a year before I finish it or something like that, because the thing is, like, every day I could probably only do about 2 seconds worth, even less than that, and even then, I don't know if I'd be able to do less than even that amount every day. But you know what, we're just gonna give it a shot. We're just gonna try it, we're gonna have fun with it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So as do I as always do, I'm gonna set up a horizontal line, horizon line, floor line, I don't know, morale line. So we have the straight line there. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to challenge myself a bit, So why not? Put 2 here. Okay, so why don't we start off with, oh wait, I also need to put my center line. Oh, interesting, yeah, that's the thing, now that I'm looking at this at a bigger screen, they're actually showing me lines that show the center line. Before I'd just been guessing, but now I can actually see it, so hooray for that. Okay. Let's see. Let's start off with a bit of action line. His action here is a bit interesting, I guess. It's kind of like this, I suppose. Just coming down like that. I'm gonna grab my pencil, actually. I'm not gonna use charcoal anymore. Grab my pencil, I'm gonna bring it up to maybe about a 10 here. And let's get that action line down, something like that. Very rough, very general, Okay. Oh, the center line disappeared, as it is off wont to do, because for some reason tablets like to act up when you draw on them. It's probably because I don't have one of those gloves that prevent the screen from being kind of touched when I'm putting my hand palm against it. Okay, so that's the action line for that. I'm just trying to think of the rhythm here that it goes. This is the opening part, It's going to be very simple. He's just standing and he's going to do this kind of chest flinging outward a bit. And then he's gonna put up a 2, very cool. So the tempo's kind of like da da. Oh, sorry about that. Da 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 da. 20. Okay. All right. So let's grab the black and we're gonna draw his head here. Oh, that's a straight line. I'm gonna grab my pencil here. We're gonna draw his head like that. Just a simple circle. And we're gonna draw his neck coming down like that. And his body like that coming down. His hips are kind of at an angle like this, interestingly. And this leg is coming straight down. Like that, out of the way. There. Like that. And the other leg, same thing. It's kind of hiding behind this fella here. Good. The shoulders, less of an angle, something like that, I guess. Arm, just coming straight down like that. His hand there. The other arm, and the same thing. Just going to be coming down. Just staying there. Alright, cool, that's actually looking nice. Let's see, let's grab the next action line. Let's turn on my onion skins. Okay, so actually 2 is actually the same as 1, so let's actually delete this layer and we're going to duplicate it again, this one, and it's going to come there. Okay, great. And then the next one is going to be at 11, I believe. So let's put a new layer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's at 11. So let's see. Let me just quickly check his next pose here. So he does that outward boom. 22. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. That's really nice. So we're gonna grab the red. We're gonna do the action line again. This time, he's got his action sort of like this, actually. The opposite side is a bit contrasting to what we saw before. Kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'd say it looks like. Okay, so let's grab our black here. He's got his head sticking out a bit. I don't know if I need to extend his neck a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just kind of draw it kind of same place it is already. Yeah, we've definitely got him sort of sticking his neck out a bit more. I feel like now he's got his body coming out like that. Everything else kind of staying the same. His legs are in the same position. He hasn't moved really. His legs are staying in the same place. So we're just gonna draw over it the same way. And then the shoulders here, they look like they've actually gone back a little. So this guy's kind of come out, but the other one has sort of been pushed back a little bit. Exactly. It's like a bird, you know, he's kind of sticking his head out, you know, just sort of being cocky, I guess. So it's just a little bit sticking out like that. And his hand like that. Okay, looks good to me. So he's just kind of sticking out himself like that a bit. That's good. Okay, next one. Just his hand there. Giving up a 2 sign. Again, his legs, everything else doesn't really move. It's just kind of his head. His... everything else is really good. Okay, and we're kind of going back to the same... going back to the same action line as before. So let's just like that, I guess. Let's go back to our black. His neck is a little more kind of like that, I guess. No, that's not right. See. Yeah, he's still sticking it out a bit, but it's not as prominent. Just come back a little bit. His back is sort of relaxed itself again. Like that. Again, the legs are the same, they don't move anywhere. They just come straight down like that. And his feet are here. Now this time, what he's got is... so we've got his shoulders come back to the same sort of position, but now he's sort of holding up his hand across his face, and his hand is just sort of covering his face like that. He's giving up a peace sign. Let me just draw the action on the hand, because that's kind of important too. It's kind of just going straight like that. Just going to keep it there as a sort of reference for myself to help me out a bit. Okay, let me just see how all that kind of plays out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put that at the 21 mark. This verse is going to repeat itself, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, looks about right. It's on beat. It is on beat. We are good to go. Alright. So most of this is pretty simple. This here, he's just staying still like that. He's not going to move at all. He's just going to stay until he has to do this here. So da 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 da. See how that works. Let me just see his movement. Okay, interesting. It kinda... so it's not just him popping his chest out. I mean, that happens. His neck and his chest pop out at the same time. But at the same time, his shoulder here, let's use a blue line for the movement, is kind of doing this whole going up and down like that. It's kind of like that. Everything else is just going to pop out. This and that is going to pop out in the same direction. So let's see. I guess just trying to figure out here, you know, where each frame needs to go. Really, maybe let's start it at the 9 mark. Let's make a new layer there. Okay. So let's grab our black. And let's see, I kind of want to really puff his chest out. I'm really trying to grab the essence of what he's doing. You know, I'm not just trying to copy it word for word. I'm trying to find the best way for me to sort of capture the essence of what he's doing. Just watch it at normal speed for a second. Yeah, it's very poppy, very sudden. Okay, yeah. So if his head is there, he's gonna start moving it in this direction about that much. So actually, his movement is actually going to be a lot more exaggerated than what I've already done. Again, the legs are the same. I'm not going to change it all. The shoulder, it's going to come up a bit. Like that. The arm is just going to follow. It's not really going to change itself anyway. So let's take a look at how that goes. Kind of sticking out, yes. Eventually he's going to do that. Let's actually do this. We're going to call this 2B. This is a keyframe, but and I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about animation, really. I just know a few very basic principles, and when I say few, I mean very few. I mean like literally almost nothing. But from what I've been reading, there is a principle in Disney animation where they had the character hit on the beat literally like just before the beat, right? So which is why I moved the previous frame back one, because it was on the beat before, but now we're just gonna move it one frame back, and I'm just gonna see how that really works out, because like I said, I really don't know much about all this stuff. It's just me guessing, really. Out, popping, drops his shoulders, drops his shoulders. Another thing that you need to know, or at least be aware of in animation, is that everything kind of pops back into place just a tad. So here we have the whole movement where it goes bam, bam, he does a pop. Now in this frame, everything is going to go kind of back to where it was. Maybe slightly, I guess. Maybe not even perfectly, but just slightly, you know. Yeah, so that's come down, and this is actually going to go back to where it was. The spine and the legs, again, they're going to just stay the same, coming straight down, going all the way. Here's the foot, all the way down. There's that other foot there. And the shoulder is actually going to come back up a little bit. You know, that's how this guy is gonna sort of behave. Nothing too special really, but it's just what he's gonna do. Let's just see how all that looks. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's good, but it looks very lackluster. Like it looks like he's doing barely any movement at all. Let me just see if I do like the tempo of it though. I do. So let's just exaggerate, shall we? So we're actually going to use, should I use red? I don't know. Let's use orange for the correction here. They're making him make a slight correction, so he's going to pop out a whole lot. Oh, you know what? It's too light. Let's get a dark brown, maybe. No, let's get a pink or purple. That's good. So it's over here. He's gonna pop out a whole lot more than he was doing before. It's gonna be like almost uncanny. You know, it's not gonna look human as much, really. But that's how it needs to be. So let's kind of see how that looks. So you got very, like, boom. Yeah, even the shoulder, I think I need to add more. The shoulder I don't know how to do, because here, for the head, you know, we've got this really stretching out motion of the neck, and for the chest it's the same thing. You've got it really bulging out like that. But the shoulder here, I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to move it really down. So let's bring that back. So I didn't want to get rid of that actually. Just like that. Really sticking out his chest, and he is gonna drop his shoulders. Just drop them, you know. Like the song goes, right? Drop it like it's hot. He's dropping it like it's hot. That's what he's gonna do. You know, there's his. We're gonna put a bit more exaggeration into the arms there, and a bit more bend. Yeah, okay, I think that'll work. So let's try that. Let's get rid of the previous little guy here. He's not needed anymore. As well. This is the new him, so let's see here. We've got that. I think this one I'll have to have him come out a bit more too, but this one is really exaggerated, like he's just a monster, that one. Okay, let's exaggerate this a little more too, so let's, again with the pink. So I guess we can have him stick his head out just a little bit more, and as well as the chest, we want to have a bit more of the action going on there. Want to lift his shoulders up a bit more like that, so he's really just gonna drop them, like you're gonna really feel the drop. Let's see how that kind of looks. So he's there, and it's going up and all the way out, and comes back. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to add a bounce back after the bounce. So a bounce back after the bounce back. So what's going to happen now is kind of like a whiplash. So he's bouncing back to his original position where he once was, but at the same time he bounces back from that. I actually don't know if this is a principle of animation, but because I don't like the way it looks right now, where it just kind of stops where he is. I feel like that's actually not quite right, which is why I'm doing this change here. So let's actually, well, okay, so for this one, his spine is going to be like that. And his shoulder will stay here, sure. Oh, I see, I'm on the wrong frame here, but that's okay, because I wanted to do some changes. So let's say he actually bounces back a lot. So he bounces back to there. And his shoulder is, I guess they are okay the way they are. Let's have him come up just tight slab. A slight tad bit. So it's gonna go like that. Coming up. Like that. Let's see how that looks. Just gonna do that, and then he's gonna bounce back. So let's make a new frame here. Good. This is a completely new frame. It's 3A. Good. And he's gonna his head. His head. I need to do something with his head too. So his head is actually going to retract like a turtle. So really come back. So it's just really all the way over here like that. He's really retracted himself. And come back just slightly to his original position. Like that. His spine is gonna actually be here where it should kind of normally be, you know. And his feet are just staying absolutely still this whole time. Not a single part of it moves. And his shoulders come back down like this. Alright, let's see how that looks, shall we? Yeah, so that adds a nice bounce back. I wonder if I even have to sort of add another bounce back. I don't know, it might be too much, to be honest. Is that good enough? I don't know. Maybe let's try getting rid of this one here. We're gonna see how it looks when he just literally just jumps out. I don't know if that works. Let me just check the video again. Just watch it at normal speed, see what it feels like. Yeah, it kinda actually does work if I do it like that. I might need to. Just really just bam, just, you know, pop it like that, just bam, bam. Okay, I think we'll do that actually. Just popping out, retracting back in, coming back to his kind of rest position. So keep it like that. Okay, good. Now let's work on the next frame. So, like I said, we're not gonna put it exactly on the B. We're gonna put it slightly before. So I'm gonna put that there. But let's see how this motion works. So it goes bam, and then he moves up his arm. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think I may have. Okay. So this has got to change a bit. I don't know why I did it all in pink. It's not supposed to be all in pink. The corrections are. This is the correction. But anyways, we just erase this. It's fine. We'll grab the black. And he's gonna still stick out his head quite a lot. It's gonna be around there. With his neck like that. His back is gonna be like that. But the thing is, his shoulders are actually gonna go a lot lower. Like this. And his it's gotta straighten out a bit. So let's do that. Yeah, that's a better pose than what was before. Let's see how that looks. It's a bit. The arm needs to change. Also, I forgot to erase this here. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, I think the arm is just a little bit too exaggerated. Everything's bouncing back a lot, but the arm, I feel, won't need to bounce back as much. So it's gonna go all the way down there. Wait. Oh, I see. That's the next one. Wait. That's the. He's gonna set. That. So let's see. Let's just put it like that, I guess. Let's see how that looks. Just kind of looks like he's popping out. I think I have been messing up a little bit here. Not really messing up, but just been doing too much. Okay, so this bounce back is actually too exaggerated. It's too much actually, so let's get rid of this. So he is going to bounce back, but he's not going to bounce back as much as I've just done. So he's going to do a bit of... Let's see, so I did that, but he's going to retain this sort of this pose, because this is actually sort of the important pose that we've got here. So let's say that he bounces back halfway-ish, you know. I grabbed the pen by accident. About halfway, you know, to here-ish. You know, so he's still following that action line basically, and his body as well. It's gonna just come back slightly. Not gonna come back a whole lot. It's gonna come back like that. And his shoulders went all the way down there, right? Maybe I shouldn't make it do that actually. Yeah, so it shouldn't go down that much, perhaps. Or maybe it can. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I just kind of do this. Bring it back up. Yeah, so that's a good pose right there. That's kind of the rest pose that he has. And now here, interestingly, what you're going to find is that he slightly bounces back. So it's just a little bit more than what it was before. So it's just slight. It's like you won't even kind of notice it really. Actually, maybe we don't even need this frame. Hold on. Let's try deleting that for a sec. Let me see how all that looks. See, there's something about it I don't like. I don't know if it's because this pose looks like he's exerting himself too much. It might be. Okay, so he's coming out, does his pop, and he comes back in. Let's erase all of this. We're going to start again with an action pose. Okay, because I think what's important here is the action is contrasting his big pop, right? So he's got this He's basically going back to his roots, right? It's just this, right? But this time around it's going to be popping out a bit more, but not so much. It's going to be still be following this general. In fact, has he just returned to his original position? He has. You know what? I've been doing this wrong the whole time. He really returns to his old position. At the same time, I think what happens is, so as he pops out, he returns, but a bit more. So it's a bit more slightly retracted, a bit, you know, like this. Let's have him return gradually. Let's see how that works to his former position here. Let's draw his feet with the circles. So no. As that pops. Turns. I just wonder what I'm kind of missing here, because there's just something about this that... Anyways, the shoulders kind of return to their same position like this, and they go back to their relaxed position like that. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Good. Let's make a new frame here. Actually, this is going to be 3A. Yeah, so everything kind of retracted a bit exaggeratingly. Everything returned kind of exaggeratingly, and so now is the frame where everything kind of returns back to where it all started from. So we've got that there, got the neck, we've got the spine coming back down like that. What happened here? Yeah, so he's gonna come just a bit more actually, because his shoulders actually used to be a bit more up here. That. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, that works. Let's compare it with the animation here, or I mean the actual dance. Yeah, that works. Now, immediately afterwards, he's gonna start bringing up his hand. So it comes up like this. Actually, let's keep this here. So actually, it might have been good to actually have it on the beat, because actually I don't know how to explain this well. The frame before is going to be the frame where it's going to be right before the beat, but it's going to be the exaggerated, and the on the beat is going to be the bounce back, right? So technically, yes, the hit on the beat will come right before the beat. So let's just kind of give that a shot. See how all that work out. So that should be 3A, B, C, D. 3D. Okay, so we've grabbed 3D there. We're gonna go to black. Good. And so all that's happened here, nothing else has moved except for his arm, which is good for us because everything else can stay the same. It's easy as pie, and all that needs to happen is his arm needs to come back down a little. Yeah, so it's gonna become the shoulders going like that. It's gonna come down a bit and just a little bit right there. Oh wait, whoops, I need to exaggerate it, so actually it's gonna pop out more. Is there. Shoulders just gonna be the same. Only the arm is moving. Right, so we've got that, and he's gonna actually have it up here a little bit first. Yeah, like that. It's gonna come back down. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Okay. So here, let's have him. Start bringing it up, and so that's the thing. I need to learn spacing, which is going to help me to really create a strong emphasis on the hits, but I have to learn spacing, so it's a bit of a shame, but it's okay. Like I always say, we're going to do our best. We're just going to try to do what we can here. And actually here, what I want him to do is actually have a bit of a blur. I think that's going to be best. Well, let me just draw an action line here, because the action, again, always the kind of curves are the most important. So his hand is actually, I need a blue. His hand is actually going to go like that. So it's going to follow this line. It's important. It's important that the action line is seen. Yeah, there we go. So let's grab our black again. Yeah, so he's there. He's starting to bring it up like that. Right? But it's going to be very blurry, so I'm just going to put it like that for a sec. It's going to be very blurry. Actually, I think would be a good idea is if this guy too is actually like that. Then it's gonna really make a good hit. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's kind of really good. Maybe for these two, to be honest, might be good to make them a bit maybe that's what I need for the I don't know, let's see. Okay, let's just try one more thing. Yeah, because the thing is, when he pops out, he does retain a sort of popped out sort of feeling. So I want to get rid of that for a sec, actually. We're going to delete this whole thing here too. I'm going to erase all this right now. Get rid of all of it. Bye-bye, bye-bye. So this new position he's in. Okay. Let's say actually the action line is more akin to something like, oh, I need red. More akin to something like this. Okay. That's where it's gonna be. I'm gonna grab the black here. And so yeah, his head's gonna, still is not gonna return to where it once was. It's gonna be around here. Not only that, but his chest is also going to be significantly out there like that. His legs coming straight down. His legs coming straight down like that. Good. And shoulders. And they whoa. Okay, sorry about that. Should get that updated. Bring it out there. He's gonna relax his arms like that. Okay, like that. Ah, but I made a mistake here. So this, okay. So this is actually gonna be 3A. Let's delete 3A here. We actually don't need it anymore. Call this one 3A, and we're going to duplicate 2B, and we're going to call that 3. 3 will go here, and 3A will go here. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen now. Is the body here is also going to be a bit stretching out, where it's, you know, it's going to be a sort of, I don't even know if that would really show though. Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, so it looks really slow, but the thing is, how did I do the hand? It starts to come up, right? So here it starts to come up, and it goes out. Well, this is going to kind of be drawn into forms anyway, so let's do this to help me out a bit. So let's see here. Yeah, so it goes all the way out, back in slightly. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Okay, good. So I think that's pretty good for the basic skeletal part. We've got all our information, our proper information that we need. Except for this. Just goes up there. Goes like this. Okay. So let's move on to bodily forms, just the basic shapes of everything. We're going to make a new folder here, call it forms, and we're going to lower the opacity here of this skeleton. And we're going to start working on the basic form of this fellow. This very good dancing fellow. So let's start off with the head here. Need to make the layer first. Oops, not there. Make it here. So we're going to grab the basic head shape. this. Head is there. And a cylinder for his body. Let's say he's sort of, no, kind of folded in just slightly like that, you know. It's pretty good. His legs coming down. Just going to draw straight lines for it. Keep it simple. Doesn't need to be complicated. This guy's coming down like that. As long as I know where the joints are, where the kneecaps are, the ankles are, that is fine. And plus, we also want to keep the basic action line, you know, this red line that you'll still see here. We want to make sure that that's still very prominent, I guess. Draw the neck here. Draw the shoulders. So he's just coming down like that. Got the hands there. Okay, good. Let's keep it like that for now. So it's going to stay that way until it reaches this important point here, which we will name 3. Yeah, so his head really just flies out, right? Maybe the head too, I want to give a sort of hit, right? But for now it's going to be like this. Okay, so that's 3 right there, so just grab that. His neck is just going to be very thin. This is really stretching it. What's going to happen now is his whole oval we saw before is going to just stick out like that. So he's really puffing his chest out. Actually, let's get rid of this for a sec. Actually, what we can do is we just duplicate this, because the legs stay the same, and I don't want to draw the legs again, so let's call that 3, put it here. We're just going to edit that by erasing just the top half of his body here. Okay. Let's get rid of this 2 as well. I need to kind of see what was before it. So the head is going to be sticking out here like that, all the way. Neck stretching like crazy. And chest sticking out like crazy as well. That pretty much. And the shoulders are really coming down here, going all the way down. It's okay that it looks so weird because the animation is very quick, so the sort of these images won't be easy to see. Let's call this here. Yeah, this one 2B. We're gonna put that right here. Good. Okay, so this is the one where it's sort of speeding towards its destination. So what is going to happen here is that it's going to be stretching out just a tad. It's going to be more of an oval than a circle. Like that. It's going to follow the neck, still following that neck there. As well. It's not going to be. It's going to be kind of like this. Except here, maybe there's a bit of it. Makes me question if I even need this part at all. I actually might not. We'll see how it goes, but whoops. Layer there. Let's see. Let's erase this. He's going to be stretching in from here all the way from there. Yeah, so that kind of works. Again, I made a little mistake. I gotta delete this. Well, I duplicated it. Delete. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate one. That way I don't have to draw the legs. I'm going to call this 2B. Erase everything up top. It's all going away. Have our crayon here, or pencil actually. Yeah, so just straight over. That neck is stretching, body is coming out. Like that. The legs are there. And it's here I think I should have the shoulders come up a bit actually, so I'm going to come up like that. So everything looks very distorted there. Boom, boom, boom. And then here, we call 3A. It's all gonna slightly go back. So we've got the head shape here. We've got the neck coming back. The body is here. It's retaining a bit of a different form now. I forgot about the legs again. Let's delete it. Duplicate. 3A. Erase. Pencil here, and we go back and redraw the neck onto the body. He's still got his chest puffed out like that. And his arms more relaxed and still sticking out like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, so that kind of works. Let's get rid of this here. I think that's all right. Let's now move on to the next part. Alright, I think I need to get some water. Excuse me a second. So, let me see what's going on here. So, yeah, okay. Oops, wrong. There again. As usual. Okay. Let's erase all that. Now, so it's popped out. Yeah, so it kind of retains that. But his head is actually going to turn towards us, so it's kind of in the right place where I've drawn it already. Right around here. So now his arm is all the way up here, right? He's gonna be giving his cool peace sign there. So let's do the previous frame here. That'll be 3D. Ah, crap. I need to duplicate it. So delete that. Let's just duplicate this. Actually, let's have it have a slight turn, yeah, so it's gonna be kind of in the middle of these two, like there. Right. Body is still there, it doesn't change. Right, but now we've got the arm. Doing a whole shindig there. Okay, let's duplicate this. Close 3C. Down. We'll put it right here, 3C. Again, just kind of erase everything we've got. Alright, so the head now, we're going backward in time, so it's gonna be at the same position it was over here with the neck and everything over here and the body here. Right. And here we've got another sort of swishing of the hand. Okay, let's see how all this looks. Okay, I kind of want a bit more of a gap between these guys here, so why don't we try moving everything just slightly over. I don't know how it's going to work out with timing and all that. Hopefully it'll be okay. I think it's not going to make enough difference to be noticeable very much. Is what I'm hoping for, at least. Let's get rid of these skeleton parts so it doesn't interfere with the overall animation. Okay, hold on, let me just listen to the actual song for a sec. Okay, good. So it's kind of... Yeah, okay, it actually really works. It's fine. Okay, alright, we're making really good headway here. Let's make another animation folder. We're gonna get into the fun part. We're actually gonna draw the person now. I have a decision to make. Who do I want? Who do I want for this dance? I could draw Sai, but to be honest, I kind of don't. I mean, I like Sai, but if you've seen most of my videos, they're always with some kind of VTuber instead of the actual dancer or whatnot. Let's just see. Let's kind of look through. I'm a little bit tempted to just choose someone that's really popular because it's just for the views and all that. But at the same time, I really want someone that's just gonna really match this role. Someone whose character is actually like Sai. And I'm tempted to say Crony. Because Crony just kind of gives off the vibe. Like, she's serious, but like she's weirdly chaotic. And I don't know, Sai seems very chaotic, so I feel like Crony is actually going to do quite nicely for the role. So why don't I grab a reference of Crony real quick. I've done a few animations with her. You know what? It's fitting because she was the first one that I drew doing the Psy dance in the first place. So, you know, how fitting is it to just have her do the whole thing? Okay, so it's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Alright, you know what? I don't really need to reference a crony because actually all I need is to draw a female figure. So, let's go to body here. Gotta lower the opacity of the forms. Go to body. Make a new layer. Gonna grab our pen. Alright, let's start off with the face. So let's just draw a plain old circle. And I've noticed that something's been going on with my animations, which is that the people have been looking very disproportionate, very kind of messed up. You know, let's grab the pencil still. It's still going to be a rough drawing. Although we have the pencil, but I actually want to lower the size of it to about 5. Yeah, so we've had a lot of my drawings have been showing disproportionate people actually very recently. And I figured out why that is. It is because I've been drawing each part of the person individually on different frames, you know, and I was doing that to make it easier for myself, because it really did make it kind of easier for myself to do it that way. But I also came to realize that it kind of doesn't make everything look very proportionate at all. Right, it's kind of important, that's very important, right? So I just decided I tried to draw the main person from the very beginning so that I get a clear idea of what their face looks like, you know. Draw circles for the eyes. Too far apart or something. Okay. Just kind of keep that for the face, really. I think actually I have to move it a bit. Because the thing is, he's got his head like down like that. Or should I just keep it as it is? Also, the head's a little bit wrong actually. Let's get rid of that. Let's try again. Let's lower the opacity here too. It's a bit too much for me. I can barely see what I'm drawing. Mistake I made again is that I made how do I say, the body to, I use an oval for it. If it's gonna be female, it's actually supposed to be like a hourglass. I wonder if there's a way I could fix that. Guess I'll just try to figure it out just by drawing on top. I feel like everything's just a tad too big. Let's sort of fix everything up a little. See, that's the thing, is that when I was drawing everything separately, I wouldn't be able to notice these kinds of like weird proportion problems, right? I'd only see them at the end, and that was really causing a lot of problems. So, excuse me. So it's really good that I'm going through it before I animate each individual part, I guess. Sure that the individual form is pretty good. I learned there's not something new that I learned, but I realized I wasn't doing, and I think it might be helpful, is squinting. Helps me get a better idea of like the general shape of everything, and I don't know if this is an appropriate situation to use squinting, but I'm gonna try it now because I think it might actually help me a bit. I think it really does. It actually is kind of really helping me get a better idea of like the proportion and everything somehow. And before I actually wasn't able to do that very well. When I was just looking at it with like wide open eyes. But now it's kind of really helping me see a lot of that stuff. What happened? Okay. So I think that's really good. And plus, it's also because like I said at the beginning, I'm kind of, well, as you can already see on the screen, everything is horizontal right now. So I get a better full view of everything. what's going on. I think that's good. Oh, let's do the hands here. Before I wasn't drawing the hands until the end. I think I better do them right now. So nice. Okay. I feel like the head position is a little strange. Let me bring back my skeletons for a sec so I can see my action lines. See if it matches up. I guess it does. In fact, it matches up fairly well, I guess. Okay, I think that'll be okay to work with. Okay. Alright, let us move on to the next part. All my numbering is also messed up. I hope that doesn't become so confusing for me later. Let's see. Hopefully not. Alright, I want to duplicate it. Delete and duplicate. Call that 3A. Good. Now, we're just gonna erase a lot of the body. Except for the head. I need that. No, I don't need the head. It's okay. Never mind. Okay. So grab that. Start off with the head again. Okay. So this is when you sort of popped out. These retracted a bit. Let's draw a circle here. Okay, that's good. Now looking all the way there. And he's also got his eyes up a little bit like this. Actually, I don't know why I was doing every part individually, to be honest. I mean, actually, no, I do know why. Because animators do that. Animators do that, but it's, why was I doing it? Or what was I doing wrong? I guess I was rushing through it, basically. I just drew the body just without really thinking about it. For example, now I'm drawing it thinking about it, you know, does everything look correct? Everything look in proportion? But before I wasn't, and because I had to go through all the parts afterwards, I guess that was the main problem. I was just rushing through it. I wasn't taking time to look at my base model. I thought that after I had just gotten the proper skeleton, the proper forms, that it was good enough and that a good product would come out of it. But I guess I've learned that every step really just requires a lot of attention, a lot of focus. You know, you can't really rush through any of the parts. You gotta follow the procedures. Okay, here, I guess the hand is just a little bit more relaxed, so it's actually kind of drooping down a bit, so let's just have its fingers going downwards more, like that. That's good. Let's draw the center line here so that when I draw the close later, it won't be so difficult to find out where the middle is. Same thing here. Should I draw the collarbone? I guess I should. Maybe. I don't know that it's always often that helpful for me to draw the collarbone. I just often go without it, but I feel like it might be helpful around this time too, so let's just do that. Okay, that's good. Let's draw the final one over here as well. This one is 4, but we're going to duplicate, right? Because we don't want to do more work than necessary. So grab the 4 there. Excuse me again, I just cracked my back. Okay. Yeah, so just erase everything here. Everything's going away. It's fine. I'm gonna draw him, or her actually, this crony. I'm looking at the dancer, it's a guy, but I'm drawing crony right now, so. So, it's kind of looking straight to the side, to be honest. So let's kind of do that for him. Her, whatever. Looking down. It looks a little big there, but it's okay. It's just a rough part, so it's not going to be that important. Plus, we're going to have a lot of the arm here, sort of covering everything up. hand there. And I need my, okay, I do have it. Oh, the arm is way too thick. Comparatively. Even the hand's a bit big, I think, but it's okay. Again, it's just a rough drawing, so. The head is actually not in the right place. Just kind of get rid of everything here. Let's grab the head and move it slightly over like that. Why are the legs moving too? I'm only moving the head, aren't I? Properly again there. Only the head. That's better. Let's draw the hand again. It's not that big. Either. Gotta be careful. Erase. Draw the piece side. Body stays the same, it's only the arm that's really moved, so that's good. Makes it easier for me. Okay. Sticks out so much. Yeah, the head's definitely a bit big there. That's okay though. Okay. Let's do this layer here. This one is 3. Oh, right, duplicate. Forgot about that. Duplicate 3. Yeah, we gotta erase everything here because a lot of things are changing right now. Body, hands, head, everything. Okay, so that one is the stretch. That's when it hits, and that's actually the retraction. So maybe actually I can duplicate this one and move the head over. So let's grab this. Duplicate that, call it 3. erase everything else. Have any of you seen the new movie Nope? Made by director Jordan Peele? I tell you, man, if you haven't, it's a great movie. Highly recommend. I really enjoyed that movie. Okay, hold on a sec. What's happening here? So it's going from there, the stretch, to there. Wait, what? What? Why is everything switched down for a bit? Stretch out. Did I mix it up? This is supposed to be 3. And this is supposed to be 3. I don't know, things just happen sometimes that confuses me so much. Put that there, yeah, the head stretching out, it's good. I'm just gonna go back like that. Let me see what's happening on this frame here. Stretch, hit, come back. Stretch, hit, come back. Okay. So stretch, hit. Okay. I think I understand now. Here it should just completely look like a gremlin. Like not even human anymore. Just a complete gremlin. Squint my eyes to get the proper image here. Proper sized hands. Kind of really stretched out, I guess. So it's going to be like that. I hope that don't look too weird. I hope it is quick enough that all that will just kind of look instantaneous and barely noticeable. But we'll only have to finish it to find out. It's kind of in the wrong spot, actually. this one. Again, duplicate. We call it 2B. No, not this one. We duplicate this one here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, duplicate this one. That's the most similar one to it. 3. No, it's 2B. 2B. 2B goes here. Looks like I won't be able to finish this animation today, but that's okay. Alright, so stretch. Including the eyes. Everything will stretch. Body is actually going to remain right here where it was before, while everything kind of moves over. And her shoulders come up here. Does it look really too gremlinish? Maybe. Oh dear. Anyways, let's just keep working on the rest of the frames. I'm gonna finish this another time. Duplicate that. We call it 3D. Move it below. Gonna kind of erase everything here. Whoops, I'm erasing the wrong one. Yeah, the head's too big there. I'm gonna have to change that later. But for now, or actually, let's not erase that. Let's move the head to where I want it to be. I'm gonna shrink it in size later, but it's gonna be about halfway. Get rid of everything else. Actually, not really everything else, because you're gonna have a lot of, how do I say? I'm just gonna have a lot of pieces in place that are already where they're supposed to be. So, not everything has to be erased. You know, as they say, work smart, right? Work smart, not hard. Work smart. Totally agree with that. You can work as hard as you like. If you don't work smart, things aren't always going to be so great for you. It's just the way things are, I suppose. Just draw the eyes here. before. Not as big as before. Is that still too big? Kind of is, isn't it? No, not really. It's alright. Okay, here we're gonna have it, flying through here basically. Like that. The fingers. So there it is. Let's duplicate that one too. Call it 3C. 3C. Better for us to duplicate 3A. Duplicate 3A, call it 3C. Grab the head, we're gonna move it ever so slightly. Oh, why isn't it following me? Let me see. Grab the head, move it ever so slightly. In this direction. We're going to change it up a bit. So now it's not going to be all the way tilted there, it's going to be slightly more tilted this way. Like that. Here, the only thing that really changes is the arm. See how all that looks. good. I just want to change the size of the head here. It's way too big. Let's actually delete that. We'll bring upon this. We'll just move the head over slightly. Okay, let's see how that looks. Still, the head is a bit too big, but that's okay. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me on SAYAM Draws Radio. I hope that you were able to draw something that you were happy with. Or if you were just listening, I hope that you enjoyed the stream and that it was relaxing for you. I hope to see you guys again soon. Until then, I hope you have a great day or a good night. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.